Okay. Hi everyone. In previous class we saw about the temperature effect on VI characteristics. Okay. Now in this class we are going to learn about the diode equivalent circuit. Diode equivalent circuit. Okay. Okay. Now first of all we are going to see now what is this equivalent circuit. You should know the meaning of this equivalent circuit. Okay, so equivalent circuit. So first write down this definition of this equivalent circuit. So it is a combination of combination of elements properly chosen to best represent actual characteristics device from a particular region or operating region. Okay, particular operating region. So means it is a equivalent circuit is a combination of elements. So these elements are nothing but resistor, capacitor, inductor, etc. So these are the elements. So it is a combination of these elements properly chosen to best represent the actual characteristics of device. So here the device is nothing but a diode or transistor. Okay, diode or transistor. So in a particular operating region or in a region. Okay, so it is the equivalent circuit is nothing but a combination of resistor, capacitor, inductor are there that are chosen such that represent the actual device characteristics. So this device is nothing but a diode or resistor. Okay, so represent this actual characteristics of this device, we use the combination of these elements. Okay, so it is the combination of the elements to represent the characteristics of a device. So here the devices are nothing but a diode or transistor. Okay, so after knowing this equivalent circuit, after knowing this what is an equivalent circuit, so now the question arises why we go for this an equivalent circuit. Okay, what is the need of this equivalent circuit? Because we cannot use a traditional circuit analysis such as a Norton's theorem, superposition theorem, and nodal analysis and Thevenin theorem with an actual device such as diode and transistors are there to find the values of a current or voltage source. Okay, to find the values of a current or voltage source, we does not use an actual device. Okay, so to find out the parameters like current and voltage source in a device, we cannot use a traditional analysis such as Thevenin's, Norton's, and superposition theorem, nodal analysis. So those are there that we cannot use because these are the non-linear elements. So once we represent this in equivalent circuit, so we replace the device, actual device is there, the diode and transistor, we replace that device with a symbol of equivalent circuit and we solve by using a traditional analysis. From that one we can find out the values of a voltage or current. Okay, so first we need to define the a circuit, equivalent circuit. From that one we apply the traditional analysis such as a Norton's, Thevenin, superposition theorems. From that one we can get the values of a voltage or current source. So we can't directly apply the Norton, Thevenin theorems to this these devices. Okay, so to this transistor, diode, transistors are there, we directly can't apply this traditional analysis like Norton, Thevenin superposition theorem. For that one we need an equivalent circuit. After representing this equivalent circuit, we use a traditional analysis Norton's theorem, superposition, and Thevenin nodal analysis. From that one we get the parameters such as a current or voltage source or a resistor. Okay, for that reason this is very equivalent circuit is a very important. Okay, so it's better to write. So we can't use a traditional analysis techniques. So there are some techniques, traditional analysis techniques are there. Those are nothing but those are Thevenin's theorem and Norton's theorem. Okay, and superposition is there. We can't directly use this superposition, Norton theorem and this Thevenin theorem with an actual device. So these actual devices are nothing but a diode, a transistor, etc. Okay, with actual device. Okay, so such transistor or diode are there. We cannot use this one to find the value, to find the parameters such as like voltage, current, resistance. Okay, to find out these parameters, voltage, current and resistance, we can't directly use this traditional analysis for a actual devices. So we represent these actual devices with an equivalent circuit. From that one we get the values of voltage, current and resistance by applying this traditional analysis. So for that reason, so this equivalent circuit is so important. Okay, so the